Hi, I'm Pete Nigerian, class of 1986 and co-founder of Trade Monster. On the field and in the markets, there is no room for error. You need to be prepared, have a plan, focus when executing, and stay disciplined at all times. That's why we have built the Trade Monster platform to help investors become successful in the markets. Success doesn't come overnight. You build it brick by brick.
It's the maroon and gold against the maize and blue in Ann Arbor, the 100th meeting between the two longtime conference rivals. It's big time, Big Ten football.
Coming out in the big house was a pretty cool experience, you know. I mean, when we first walked out there in warm-ups, I looked around, I was like, man, how do they fit 110,000 people out here?
David Cobb now in the backfield. Leitner, though, to pass out of the shotgun. Pressure coming, flush from the pocket. Now he'll fire, and he's got his man on the near side, Max Williams. No, make that Drew Wolotarski at the 45. Third down and 4. Play action, Leitner to throw. He's got Mazengo all alone, far sideline 40, and down to the 34-yard line. And a beautifully designed play there to the fullback. Leitner with all day. Now he's flush, turning it up. He's got a lot of real estate to the 30. Gets to the 25. Still on his feet to the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Great run that time by Leitner. Desmond Morgan finally brought him down. And a nice job there by Mitch Leitner.
Max is a good friend of mine, and I mean, we've been close, and we started talking back in high school, and we both committed, and we hang out a few times at his house in Waconia. I got to know his family pretty good, and then we just, you know, eventually became roommates.
Being roommates with Mitch and hanging out with Phil helps all the time because you do build that chemistry even though it's not playing football. Being friends or living together really helps out on the field.
Out of the pistol, has the snap, firing to the far corner of the end zone, in the air, Max Williams! Yes, and a touchdown! The freshman went up in traffic and scores a TD.
I'll tell you what, he's got good bloodlines and he's taking advantage of them. He goes up and gets it.
It was just kind of set up to either throw the ball up where I could catch it or have it go over my head. And we knew their D-backs were kind of shorter and I'm kind of taller, so Mitch actually in the huddle was, he's like, all right, we're going to take a shot, Max, get open that pylon.
There were definitely some situations where we needed to throw the ball, and I mean, I thought Donnell and David Cobb and Roderick all did a good job around the football. You know, it really helped open up the pass game.
Off they go again here after the game. Here's Gillum again trying to get first down yardage, and he does, out to the 45. They'll move the sticks, and that may be the final play of the football game.
I'm not disappointed all the way you competed. You're a much better football team right now than what we were at this time a year ago. But we got to continue to build. Hell, we still got 75% of the Big Ten schedule left. We got 6 games still left. Everybody got that? But just keep battling.
24 seconds to go, second quarter. Gophers down 3. From the 10. Nelson out of the pistol. Gets the snap. Looking. Flush. Rolling right. Lobs it toward Williams. A diving catch. Did he stay in? He did. Touchdown. Minnesota Golden Gophers. Redshirt freshman Max Williams.
It's a dream come true. I mean, getting out there and be able to score my first touchdown, my first catch.
You know, as a redshirted freshman, score his first touchdown, and you know, even the first catch was just, you know, just an incredible feeling. And you know, both Rochelle and I never thought we'd see that as early as it did. And you know, it's a very rewarding feeling, you know, as a parent.
I think the stadium probably could hear us for a good 20 minutes after that touchdown. And it was just, the feeling was, I can't wait till this game's over so I can give Max a big hug and see that smile on his face. And it just was all worth it.
My family has a history of sports. My mom and dad both were athletes here at the University of Minnesota. My dad played football. My mom was a 4-year starter in volleyball. Also, my mom's brother, my uncle, played football here. The same time, my dad was here too, so they were teammates.
Being with the New York Giants, you know, I backed up Bart Oates for a couple years, and I remember back when Bart had 2 sons, and you know, every Monday afternoon and Tuesday, you know, all the fathers would bring in their kids, and that was always a a goal of mine. And first time I brought Max into the locker room, I was just so proud, being able to share and have the good feeling of being in the NFL and sharing it with your son.
My mom was a great athlete. Everyone likes to joke, my mom was the best athlete in the family, and that's where everyone gets it from, not my dad.
You know, my senior year, when I was chosen for the Medal of Honor, the Big Ten Medal of Honor, I think what it was is it was a really good way for me to say, you know, this made it all worth it.
You know, he did go to a couple camps in Wisconsin and Iowa, and obviously here at the U. But when Coach Gill had offered him scholarship, everything all the schools just fell away. He didn't want to talk to anybody anymore, and he knew in his heart he wanted to be a Golden Gopher, and that was really important to him.
Leitner over the middle, got Max Williams on the run at the 40, into Leatherneck territory, breaks the tackle and tackled finally at the 25. That's a gain of 34 yards.
Knowing that I had a family history here and just could follow what my dad did, I knew once I met Coach Kill right away and all his staff that this is where I wanted to be. It's my home state. All my family can come to all the games, all my friends, and I mean, from Minnesota, this is where I wanted to be, I think, the whole time.
You know, it was always in the back of our mind that it would be really great if Max played for the University of Minnesota, but we really didn't want to push it on him. We wanted him to make that decision. When we came here to meet with Coach Kill for the first time, I could see in Max's eyes that it was clicking, and he bought into it right away, and we walked out of that room and really seriously looked at us and he said, I'm going to come to the University of Minnesota. I did say we need to wait a week or two before you decide that it's time to tell him, and I think he waited a total of a week. And then he's like, I need to go tell him that I want to be a Gopher.
You know, with Max's career so far, it does feel like it's come a full circle in the family here.
Playing at the next level has always been a dream of mine, knowing that my dad did it. But I know I can't think ahead like that because anything can happen, and my dad tells it best. He always tells me when I talk to him when I'm down or on a really big high, everything happens day by day, so you only can take everything day by day, because I can't affect what happens tomorrow because I don't know what's going to happen for the rest of today. So I know everyone kind of dreams of what could happen at the next level, but I know if I want to get there, I have to take care of what happens today and tomorrow and every day leading up to then.
Our response has always been, it's day by day. You know, anything can happen. And I think that's the whole premises of brick by brick. You know, it's very important. You know, you really can't look ahead, you know, in the NFL. You really have to look into this week, healthy players, and looking in Northwestern. And that's what we just try to tell Max, you know, don't look ahead.
The first thing that Brian said to me was, wow, he just scored in the big house on national TV. With 111,000 people watching you while you do that, as well as a national TV audience, it was just a really exciting, great feeling.
Out of the pistol, has the snap, firing to the far corner of the end zone, in the air, Max Williams! Yes, and a touchdown! The freshman went up in traffic and scores a TD. Golden Gophers, and boy, that young man can play football, Darryl.
He can play football, I'll tell you what. He's got good bloodlines, and he's taking advantage of them. He goes up and gets it. And Mike, we talk about it, so you know what? When you get a chance to make a play, you need to make a play. Right there, Max Williams made a play.